And in the season finale, right away, Kate can tell just by reading their minds that they are not pleased with what she decided to do. And she pleads her case, saying that for once, she's going to be a hero. But to people like Jordan and Marie and Emma, Kate's not a hero. She just murdered somebody. In fact, the only person in the room that agrees with what Kate did is Sam, because he looked at Shetty as a monster. So you've got two factions. You've got the Marie, Jordan, and Emma faction, and then you've got the Kate and Sam faction. And these two factions split up, with Kate telling the group, I'm going to go free the woods, and Sam being a part of it, wanting to help her. Now, Emma does step in and try to save Sam because he is so gullible, and she doesn't want anything to happen to him, but Sam just tells her, I think it's time that I save you for once. Once Sam and Kate do leave, the other three realize that they're going to have to stop them before they do something really, really dumb. A little while later, though, Kate has freed the woods. Because she knew all the guards from doing Shetty's bidding, she was able to easily get down there, and then she let Sam take it away from there. One by one, they killed the guards, and one by one, they freed the rooms. But it was in the last room that they really saw the damage of what the virus was doing. And it was in the last room that Kate really rallies the troops and gets them on her side by reminding them that they are superior to regular humans. With Kate's message ringing in their ears, once the kids finally do get freed from the woods, they go on the attack, attacking anybody who isn't a soup. It puts the campus in a complete frenzy, with many students and faculty running for their lives because they just don't know what's going on. One of the faculty that almost dies is the director turned acting coach. When Sam walks in, interrupts his class, the director has no idea who Sam is, so he just starts criticizing him, and that's when Sam starts to choke him. He's going to kill him, but Emma tries to stop him. At this point, Emma, Marie, Jordan, they've all shown up on campus, and they're trying to get a handle on the situation. And Emma, having been able to talk Sam off a ledge before, tries to do the same thing, but this time it doesn't go well. They get into a huge argument where things get said that will not be forgotten. Emma yelling at Sam, I want what's best, and you know that. And Sam countering with, you want what's best for you. When Emma points out that she risked everything for Sam, Sam tells her, you would do anything to be liked. You're not a hero. And then he walks out, leaving Emma just sitting there, thinking about what he just said, crying. And then a few seconds later, she realizes, oh, crap, I'm small. Because whatever happened, whatever emotional release just went down, it caused Emma to be able to use her powers to become small again. Now, as soon as Sam left the classroom, he ran into Kate. And the first question he asks is what we're doing right? And the one person who definitely doesn't think it's right is Sam's brother. Because Golden Boy is standing right behind Kate, trying to convince his brother that this isn't him. What these people are doing, it's not who he is by nature. But Kate, she's spinning that lie, telling Sam that what they're doing is holding guilty people accountable. Golden Boy tries to remind Sam that it's actually Sam who's the one who's imagining them, which means that it's Sam who doesn't want to do this. He pleads with Sam to take advantage of this moment, be a hero. But Sam just shakes his head and says, you said you were me, but trust me, I hate myself. He then asks for Kate's help, and she touches his face and says, feel nothing. And now Sam is once again ready to do her bidding. Marie, however, is going to try to take steps to make sure that that doesn't happen. One of them being that there's a button in Shetty's office, so she knows that something happens when you press it, and she does, and it puts the school on lockdown. Once Marie starts to leave Shetty's office and try to formulate the next part of her plan, she gets a phone call from Ashley. It turns out this was really bad timing, but Ashley and most of the other higher-ups at the school were currently in a meeting at Godolkin discussing who they were going to put in the 7. As they were doing that, all hell broke loose, and they're terrified. So Ashley tells one of her minions to go get the helicopter so they can get out of there, contact Homelander so he can stop it. But in the meantime, she makes a phone call to Marie telling her, hey, great news. You're going to be a new member of the 7. We just need you to stop what's going on here. Marie's response, though, isn't exactly what Ashley was expecting. She doesn't jump at it. And Ashley, who is very frustrated, says, "All right, look, the entire board of trustees is up here. If you do this, I'll get you a meeting with your sister." Now, that is a way better offer for Marie than joining the Seven. When she walks outside to see the damage and figure out what her next move is, she sees the helicopter that Ashley called, but it's crashing. One of the Supes decided to take it out. And this thing would crash and burn if it wasn't for Andre. Now, Andre's had a really, really rough day. Up to this point, he had been at the hospital with his father, where he learned from the doctor that his dad didn't have a heart attack or a stroke. His dad had a seizure because every time his dad uses his powers, it creates a small tear in his brain. And if he keeps using his powers, he's going to eventually die. Well, since Andre and his dad share powers, it's pretty concerning. And when Andre walks back in the room and tries to tell his dad, "Our powers are killing us," his dad just cuts him off and tells him, "Now's your time. Yeah, I knew about the school and I didn't say anything, but the school, that's done for. Now's the time for you to join the Seven. Now's the time for you to put on that suit and be a hero." It's kind of conflicting for Andre, who, wants to be a hero, but also doesn't want to die. And as he was sitting there thinking about it, he got a phone call from Kate, begging him to join her. Kate let him know that Shetty was dead and they were taking over the school, and that she does truly love him. And all he has to do is join by her side. But all Andre heard was that Shetty was dead and they were taking over the school, so he headed there to see what was going on. That's when he saw the helicopter going down, and even though he shouldn't, he used his powers to stop it. The first person he sees, though, after saving the helicopter, isn't Kate, it's actually Marie. And right away, Marie is able to get Andre on her side by saying, "Look, it's bad right now, but let's be the guardians of Godolkin." They run through a very hectic campus, and they do find Kate, but she looks horrible. Her eyes are all bloodied, and Andre asks, "How are you pushing so hard?" And Kate tells him that it was Shetty's medication. "It wasn't helping me, it was limiting me." Marie begs Kate to stop this, mentioning how Vought wants Kate to kill her. But instead of stopping, Kate grabs Maverick, Translucent's son, and using her powers, she says, "Stop her." And now Maverick's only mission is to keep Marie from getting to Kate at all costs. With Marie getting beat up by a guy that she can't see, Kate takes off running and Andre goes right after her. When he finally catches up to her, she says, "What do you want?" And he says, "I want whatever is going to get us out of this mess. Whenever we do something on our own, it gets pretty screwed up. But I know that when we do stuff together, we do some amazing, amazing stuff. Whatever's happening right now, we can figure this out." But Kate has no interest in joining sides with Andre. And once he realizes that, he gets hit really hard by Sam. Sam and Andre start getting into it, but it ends with both of them on the ground, having taken out each other. Luckily, though, Marie was able to take out Maverick. Remembering what Newman said about using her powers to sense things, she was able to just feel Maverick's heartbeat, and while he was invisible to everybody else, she could see the blood coursing through him. So at one point, Maverick ran at her, and Marie was able to smash him in the head and knock him out. She then gets run up on by Kate, and they both start pleading their case on why what they're doing is the right move. But as they're trying to make this case, Marie notices that Jordan is getting attacked by one of the kids from the woods. She knows she has to act quickly, because not only will Jordan die, but also Ashley, the director, and the rest of the board of trustees, they're also going to die. So Marie, using her powers, takes the blood of everybody else around her who has died and uses that to take out the kids from the woods. It seems like at this point the Guardians of Godolkin have gotten the job done. But they're wrong. Because when Marie looks over at Jordan and Jordan is smiling back at Marie, she sees that Kate is trying to get to Jordan to touch Jordan. Because Kate has still not given up hope on completing this mission. When Marie sees this, though, she jumps into action to try to stop Kate, but she still hasn't harnessed her powers quite enough. And what ends up happening is Kate's arm blows off. Not exactly what Marie intended. Marie, though, doesn't really even have time to apologize to Kate because in flies Homelander. He right away starts surveying the landscape, and what he sees is all of these Supes lying on the ground, either dead or unconscious, and then Marie and Jordan standing there, perfectly fine, with Kate grabbing the stub of her arm. So Homelander's not in the mood for pleasantries. He asks Marie what kind of animal she is because she was attacking her own, and then he decides to take her and Jordan out. A little while later, Marie ends up waking up in a hospital along with Jordan, Emma, and Andre, in a room that they can't get out of because there's no doors. And the narrative is no longer that she's the guardian of Godolkin, but instead that those four went on a massacre, and it was Sam and Kate who were now the guardians of Godolkin, having saved everybody. But it's not all bad news, because help is on the way. While the woods were in fact freed, that doesn't mean they're empty, because Billy Butcher has shown up. And that is the end of Season 1 of Gen V. Thank you so much for getting this part of the recap. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit thumbs up if you like this. Smash that thumbs down button if you thought it sucked. Go buy a shirt. Go buy a mug. That'd be cool. You know what isn't cool? Being a dick in the comments section. If I messed up, hey, it happens, right? Just move on. I'm insecure. Nasty comments make me feel bad. But if you are still listening, just know I do appreciate that.